Our collective focus is on identity politics, police brutality, slavery, hate crimes, economic equality, etc. Therefore, we tend to miss and overlook the root causes of the biggest issues in our society. One reason we miss the root causes is because we are ashamed of the truth of the root causes. We are ashamed because, one, we are afraid the truth will paint us as being unintelligent, petty, evil, or doing evil things for petty reasons. So we suppress the truth because of its perceived smallness compared to the big issue it's involved with. We do this so we could believe that our politics is justified by big and sound reasons. So we can feel like the reasons we uphold certain political systems and social norms are for intelligent reasons. It's for us to believe that the big things are based on big things. This is a way to justify what we do. But the truth is that so much of what we see as huge politics has very shallow, petty, small, frivolous roots. One main reason we don't understand root causes of most things is because of the way we are focused. We tend to think and focus with a very left-brained way of thinking, which is very linear, very rigid, very surfacey. This focus sees only how the big things are causing the big things. This does not point to the root causes because it takes more of a right-brained way of thinking to see that the small things are creating and causing the big things. Looks and beauty is at least 70% of what is driving this big thing we see as racism. The reason we separate in racial groups is because we look different. The disdain, the scorn, the discrimination will be very strong if the differences in looks is considered undesirable or unattractive. When people look different, the human ego causes them to use the difference in looks to create mass group identity. This leads to competition, which further leads to mass identity politics. The more different two people look, the more they believe that they have less in common, and the less they identify with each other. And so the dominant side will shun the less dominant group. This shunning will be even stronger if the less dominant people are considered less attractive. Why is this? Human beings will hate in other human beings what they hate in themselves. They also hate what they don't want for themselves based on what the masses says is bad and what is generally considered unwanted. So what people see as unworthy, unsuccessful, unbeautiful, they will reject. They reject it so they can get away from the pain of how these things reflect a part of them. In other words, they reject these things to avoid the parts of themselves that they see as unworthy, unsuccessful, and unbeautiful.